Yes, people. We are live. We are live once again. You know, it's been a busy day. Obviously, I went live earlier today for the Europa League draw. Obviously, we're going to get the thoughts of Jax. He couldn't join us, unfortunately, earlier today, but we're going to start with that. But guys, it's been a good week, man. Obviously, I'm feeling good, feeling happy, feeling fantastic. Before we begin, guys, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and let's get straight into the video. All right, boom. Obviously, this is actually the Leicester City versus Manchester United FA Cup match preview. Big game again, Sunday night or Sunday afternoon, as I should say. But before we begin, today's news, the Europa League draw. Guys, you've seen my reaction. You've seen Jesse's reaction. Obviously, last to give his reaction is Jack. Take it away, man. We've drawn Granada. Granada in the Europa League quarterfinal. What are your thoughts?
Couldn't have gone much better, could it?
Listen, my reaction, mate.
I've even seen your reaction. It's been such a busy day. Well, yeah, it's two legs. I fancy United to go through quite comfortably over two legs. If it was just one leg, I would still be quite uncomfortable. Because
even with Granada,
even with one leg, yeah, because you know when you're playing a team that is less than you, we've struggled against those teams.
Yeah, right? That's true.
So you know, it could have been one of those games where it could be 0-0, and then 85th minute they get a chance, and then they score from a set piece or something. You know, that's always a risky run with like cup competition, knockout competitions. That's just one game, but over two legs, I fancy us to go through comfortably.
Yeah, man. Granada, obviously, looking at their league position, they're actually 9th in La Liga. This is their first time in Europe, so for them to even get quarterfinals is well played to them. But for me, comfortable. Yeah. This has to be the most comfortable quarterfinal we've ever had. Like we should be slapping them. I want us to get, you know, the first leg done, dusted, and then because I think we've got Tottenham.
Are we home or away first?
No, we're away first. Even that.
That could be a blessing.
Just get the away goals, bang them quickly, and then obviously we can focus on Tottenham on the Sunday. But oh yeah, and the semi-final draw. So obviously they did the route to the final. So if we beat them, we either face Ajax or Roma in the semi-final. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's tough, but you know, it's a phrase you've all heard before. If you want to win the competition, you got to play the top teams, and it's a semi-final. So
yeah, I was trying to avoid them still because Ajax, obviously Van der Beek, it could be a nice reunion there. Roma, Mkhitaryan, Dzeko, Pedro. It's tough, man. It's a tough.
Yeah, but these guys are not. They're decent players, but come on, we're still the favorites. We should still beat these teams over two legs.
Yeah, and it could be an all English final. Obviously, Arsenal got Slavia Prague, and we can to meet them. We'll have to meet them in the final. That's looking tasty.
I think that's good. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah. Just quick recap on the Champions League. Obviously, that's where we want to be, but even seeing their draw as well. Got Man City, Dortmund, PSG, Bayern, Porto, Chelsea. I know the Chelsea fans are happy about that one.
Yeah.
And obviously Real Madrid versus Liverpool. Like, what game are you looking forward to the most?
All of them, really. I think those are some really nice draws. I was hoping PSG and Bayern Munich can avoid each other, and I was hoping the English clubs will face those teams. But it seems as if Chelsea are getting lucky again. That team, they're dodgy sometimes. I wouldn't be surprised if they find themselves in the final. But yeah. I'm looking forward to all the games. Yeah, Champions League, anything can happen. So, and it's during these times that it gets really exciting.
Yeah, I know we've had a few disagreements about the English teams and that, but for me, I know it's a bit controversial, but I want Chelsea to face Liverpool in the semis. Like, I think that will be. Obviously, I don't know how to say it, but if Porto go through, it's like no one wants
you're coming back with this thing again.
Like, no one wants to watch Porto versus Real Madrid, or that's dead, man. Like,
well, Porto have won the Champions League before,
but
and if it depends on how they are playing. If they're playing really well, then so.
Like the semi-final, if not disrespect to other teams, but if the big guns do their job, It should be Man City versus PSG or Bayern. I don't even know who I'll pick for that one, but let's say Bayern, and then Chelsea, Liverpool on the other side. Like that is a tasty two semi-finals, man. Like I'm a football fan. I know there are rivals in the Prem, but that would be two great matches to watch. And hopefully, my wish would be that Bayern wins the whole thing anyway. But yeah. Anyway,
Well,
this is Go on. What's your thoughts?
no. I was just gonna say I don't want to see any of the English teams win. So,
but yeah, man, this is the FA Cup match preview. We got Leicester on Sunday. Big week that we've actually come through. Beat West Ham on Sunday. We beat AC Milan. Kept 2 clean sheets. Scored 1 goal in both of them. Now to round it off, can the boys complete a great week on Sunday and get advanced to the semi-final of the FA Cup? Well, what's your thoughts on the game? How we approach it? Brendan Rodgers' systems and Vardy, and it's a tough game, man.
of course, tough game, very tough game. We're both really close to each other in the league.
Yeah.
It's a tough game and it can go either way. But if I had to pick, even if I was a neutral, I still think Man United will advance. I think Leicester are a great team. They have a great coach. I don't know about systems. I don't think the system is that great. But we know how to win games. We know how to win games, and I fancy us to do well against Leicester. I think we can go through.
Yeah, let's get into team news. Obviously, Pogba, talk of the town. He stood up. He showed out. Now, with his injury, coming back from injury, do we start him, or do we do the same thing, bring him off the bench? Because all he says in his press conference, he doesn't think he could do 90 minutes again in a short space of time. What's your thoughts on the Pogba situation?
Yeah, then in that case, you do what you think is right. If you can't sustain 90 minutes, then you don't play him for 90 minutes. It's as simple as that. I still like the idea of him being a tool on a bench, because our bench, it looked a bit more healthier, but
yeah,
having Pogba as a tool to bring on is always good.
Yeah, another comment he made in the press conference, which I found a bit strange, in regards to Edinson Cavani. Let me just read his quotes. He says, "We haven't really gotten to the bottom of Edinson. He's worked really hard and is joining in the training sessions. And towards the end of those training sessions, when he needs to chop it up and feel 100%, he hasn't really got there yet. So it's down to him. He wants to be 100% when he joins in. He doesn't want to come and look off the pace. So hopefully he can be ready for Sunday, but I'm not sure either, because after training, he felt something and he couldn't chop." I don't know, man.
Well, he's saying that only Cavani can really tell how fit he is, basically.
Yeah. But even that, I'm thinking, like, nah,
you
man.
You see the controversies that start kicking in when agents and dads start saying stuff.
Yeah.
It could be something like that. But I think, yeah, it's easy to speculate, but we just have to go with what he's saying. If that's what he thinks, if he thinks that Cavani, he's probably is available. He should be available to play, but whether he starts, that's another thing. But again, it's good to have him as a tool. I'd rather have him as a tool.
The thing that's bothering when it says it's down to him, so he's actually fit to start, but he's not 100%. Like, I don't know, man. Is he? But you're fit though. Like, we need you. Like, I know I get it. He doesn't want to feel off the pace, and he's not 100%. But even 90%, can't you just or you're just?
Is this about making the squad or starting?
Making the squad. That's what he said, because he felt something and he couldn't travel with us. So he wasn't even on the plane for the last game.
What did he feel? If he felt something like an injury, then
it can't be. But you just compete. You join it in training sessions, like
yeah. But in training, you can always feel like maybe, like, I don't know if you've ever had like a bit of a hamstring. You feel like it can easily get there. Like if you sprint a bit harder, you might pull it or something like that. Sometimes only your body, kind of thing. It could be that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's even a question of, even in the summer, what do we do? Because this is annoying. It's annoying.
He can go. I like him, but if there's no point having a Cavani. He's going to be injured half the time if he's going to be 35. But as I always say with transfers, it depends on the replacements.
Another player, Anthony Martial, sorry, he's been called up for the French team, but he's injured. So, Oli says he's not concerned at all. He just wants Anthony fit. Same with Pogba. We want them to go and play. they've missed too many games. He got a hip injury against AC Milan a week ago, but he couldn't make the West Ham game. Then he was close to getting fit for was it yesterday's game? Yeah, but he couldn't make it. Hopefully Sonny can make it. I don't know what's going on, man.
It depends on how you define fitness. I think sometimes people don't know how to define it. There's fitness in the sense that is he still injured or still playing with a knock? That's one form of fitness. And another form of fitness is literally stamina. So that's the question. Is it a lack of fitness in the sense that they are tired and they can't play 90 minutes? Or is it a thing where they're still playing with a bit of an injury? I think that's what we need to understand. It sounds like with Martial, if he's talking about him going to play for France, then it must not be a knock. It must be the fitness of fatigue and endurance rather than playing with a knock. But then he says it's a hip thing.
But him traveling to the national team, is that even worse?
If that's what I'm saying, it depends on what type of fitness we're talking about. Is there a thing where he can't play 90 minutes and he needs game time? Or is there a thing where he's actually injured? Then if he's actually injured, then that's stupid. But if it's to do with him just getting some game time, then I understand.
I don't know, man. Like, if you're fit for the national team, but you couldn't make the squad, like, it's a bit fishy to me. But
it's fishy.
Like, I don't even want him to play. Like, I know he got selected for France. Big well done to him, obviously, with the Euros coming up and that. But imagine he goes there and another injury, Pogba as well. For me, them two should have not. Obviously, it's Deschamps' decision, but they should have not got selected for me. Let them have the full international break, come back for the end of the season, and whatnot. But
yeah, that would be ideal for us.
The defenders. Now, this is an area where we've criticized a lot. However, looking back at the results here, we've kept a lot of clean sheets.
Yeah,
we've kept a lot of clean sheets.
Yeah,
like,
but the times, and this is what I say, we've kept a lot of clean sheets, and we've not created too much. The clean sheets we've kept is a combination of the centre backs playing well. I think Lindelof has been playing well. I think Maguire has been playing well. But I also think Fred and Scott have had a part to play in that. I think they've been playing really well defensively as well. But then that's the thing, we forego going forward. And that's why we keep playing matches where we want to score one goal now. It's always going to be like that. Something has to give, unfortunately. But they have been playing well, so, good for them.
Jesse, going to bring you in. Let's see if your mic is brazy. Yeah, let me just find an adapter. Yeah, Jax, talk to the people.
Yeah.
Wow, I saw his thing quickly.
Sure, man. Yeah, so, Man United this season, I think we've had a good season so far. It's very interesting. We have had many arguments on air. We've been talking about whether Man United can progress. Are we progressing as a team? Are we doing well? Myself and Ricky, we've been going back and forth about, Ole. I always try and bring a level of balance to the conversations. I think sometimes we're too harsh on Ole. I've defended him quite a lot. As the writer says, I'm his bodyguard. But yeah, I think he's been criticised quite aggressively. And so what I really want for my argument's sake and also for the team and for Ole himself is for us to proceed and actually win a trophy this year. I think winning a trophy and finishing second, I think that will shut everyone up. I'll be so happy if that happens. If Man United can finish second with a trophy, even if we can win two, it's still possible that we can win both trophies. It's very difficult, but we can. Then I think that will be an amazing season, and everything that I had said from the beginning of the season has come to fruition, and I'm always right.
That was fruition, I swear.
Huh? What did you say?
Hey, fruition, bro. You said fruition. Is that the word?
Fruit, fam. Fruit. Bear fruit.
Fruition. I swear it's fruition, but anyway. Jesse, is your mic? Are you good, yeah? Oh, shit.
You're still.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Obviously, we haven't heard. Well, I've heard Jackson's reaction to Granada. If you just want to repeat for Jesse, because we done the live reaction, and yeah, man, yeah. Granada, Europa League. Is this it? Is this the road to glory?
It's always been the road to glory. Okay, as I said, Granada over 2 legs, we should win very comfortably. I'm happy that the fact that it's 2 legs. I think with one leg, I always feel a bit uncomfortable. But I think over 2 legs, Man United can beat many teams in cup competitions. 2 legs is important for us because when we play bad one game, we always seem to bounce back the next game, if that makes sense. So,
Yeah.
or vice versa. So let's see.
Jesse, going into this game, Leicester away. I know people look at this as a tough game. Well, because obviously the earlier game we had in the season, we drew 2-2. Obviously, Vardy scored a last-minute equalizer.
Yeah. And by the way, the word is fruition. I don't know what's in fruition. That's
that's what I was thinking.
It's fruition.
Yeah, the Leicester game, huge game. People see this as a tough game, but I looked at it. When was the last time Leicester actually beat us?
There's a first time for everything.
They missed a negative.
There's a first time for
No,
everything.
but that 5-3, was it when Van Gaal? That's the last time they actually beat us in a match.
No.
So when people say Leicester away, I get it, but we slapped them more times than not. Like, or we draw a couple games, but we've beaten them bare times. So I'm going to this game confident with the players coming back on the form, with the clean sheets and that. Just see how you feeling about this game, and can we, progress to that all important semi-final that we seem just to always fail at, man. Because how are you feeling?
Nice man, Jax. It's the truth.
It is the truth.
I'm not allowed to smile. Go on, Jesse. Answer the
What's
question.
Cavani saying? Is he back, fam? What's going on?
Cavani, fam.
No, it's true though, man. We're gonna need him, man. At certain games, like this type of game, he's gonna play up front.
It's true, because even Rashford, the last game, Oli said he felt a bit of twinge, and it's looking most likely that he's not going to be involved in Sunday. So again, the striking options are looking again. I don't know. In like a couple of days, was all gas up getting our players back, and then all of a sudden it's just Pogba and Van der Beek, and our strikers are just Mason, James right now, and who else? Diallo, like
Pogba.
Right. And Pogba on the left wing, maybe. Yeah, maybe it could be a shot. But just how you feeling going into this game?
I don't know, man. I can't say I'm confident. I can't say I'm confident because the injuries are killing us now, man.
But we haven't really lost. Like, when was the last time we lost a game?
It's true, but I can't be confident with the team we carry on playing. Like James is going to be playing. Very rubbish player. Very rubbish in my opinion.
But we're keeping clean sheets though. Like, we're actually defending, bro. Like, we cost Maguire, Lindelof. The last couple of games of Henderson, what was the stat? 6 clean sheets in 7.
Yeah. And you know what's interesting? I know James, he needs to improve, but I think he adds some value defensively. He's pressing. He puts pressure on players when he's dropping back, and he's got a bit of stamina, a bit of pace, and that helps with our defensive. And actually, I think if we want to beat Leicester, that's a great way to set up. I know it's not great to watch, but if we sit off, Leicester will struggle.
Well, was that's your thinking approaching the game?
And I don't want to approach it, but I think if it does happen that way, especially with the injuries that we have and the players that we have, I think we can definitely hurt them. And actually, we have to be careful to try to take the game on the front foot, because they've got Vardy, who will absolutely destroy our centre backs.
Yeah, but I think when we take the front foot, I feel we can hurt them. Like,
we can, but they could easily hurt us. Easily. Like,
Vardy,
and in Nacho is on form. Like, he's got a hat-trick the other day.
Yeah, you got Tielemans in midfield.
And he will find a pass. He will find it easy. It'll be easy.
Yeah, it's a tough game. And let's get into the lineups. Jesse, you're not feeling confident, but how you gonna approach the game? The goalkeeping issue again. Well, what do you do? Like, who stays in goal? Defenders, do you change it up, or do you go strong once again?
You have to go strong. This is the last game before international break.
Yeah, that's true. We don't want to go out on a loss, because that would be dead. That would be dead.
Go to semi-final.
Yeah, what's your team?
Dean Henderson stays on goal. You don't make no changes. And let him just be our FA Cup goalkeeper, man.
No, but right now it looks like
Romero. This is what we done to Romero, and look what happened.
Romero was not playing Champions League, though, man.
No, I'm talking about FA Cup.
Not Champions League, Europa. Actually, you're right. He was. Yeah.
That's not. Dean Henderson in goal. Then the usual back four, right back, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Lindelof, and Luke Shaw.
No tellers to switch it up a bit. You know, the man just played a couple of days ago, and there's another away game.
So they don't matter because majority of that team that played against AC Milan are going to start.
I'm just saying because you know Leicester, they've had a full week rest. Like
Jerry, who's going to start?
I'm saying tellers. I can see Oli making a few changes, but obviously this is your team. You're going the same back four that just played yesterday. Midfield, where you make any changes there?
I'll go Van de Beek. I'll bring Van de Beek in this game. Van de Beek, Matic, and Bruno. And then Pogba left wing.
Okay.
And then James on the right, Greenwood up top.
So we'll fully do this Pogba left wing. This is funny. This is funny. So no Diallo. Diallo doesn't get a start in this. You're just.
Nah, I don't think he's. I don't think he's ready, man.
Why not? But he scored. People forget that was a bad boy goal. Like, why do people think he's not ready? I find it a bit strange. Like, because Pogba left wing, I want him in the middle. I can't lie, but obviously I'll get to my team when it comes to me. So what? Any change? Just that's your final starting 11.
Yeah.
Okay, so no Scott and Fred. McFred are ditched. Matic and Van der Beek come in for you. Jax, any changes in the goalkeeping? Give De Gea a couple, or Dean Henderson again.
Nah, Henderson's my goalkeeper. I'm going 5 at the back.
Really?
Yeah. I'm gonna try something different.
5. Why?
Why?
Because Bailly, he's not fit.
Bailly's not fit.
No.
Okay, fair enough. I'm still going 5 at the back. I'm going Tellers and Luke Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof, and Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah.
Matic, Pogba, Van de Beek, and Bruno, and then Greenwood and James up front.
That's a lot of players.
That's not even 11 players.
That's 12 players, mate.
That's 12 players.
Yeah. You got 5 and then you got 4 midfielders and you got 2.
Okay. Sorry. So I'm not going 5 at the back. Sorry. I'm going. Okay, then in that case, I have to go over the same team as Jesse. Yeah. So, but I do want to. Did Van de Beek play for you? Is he starting for you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Van de Beek can play false 9,
Nah, not in this game.
Bruno false 9.
No, not in this game. Jerry, go to your team. I'll come back to my team.
Yeah, my team's pretty straightforward. I'm going back to the diamonds. Like I'm going back to it. In goal for me.
I think it's a team that I'm looking to do actually.
Henderson, De Gea, man. Yeah, I think Henderson. He made up for his mistake last week. Great save in the last game. Let's keep his confidence going. So yeah, I'm putting him back in the net. Right back, Wan-Bissaka. Not my favorite on the ball, but who else do we have? Williams. It seems like he's not even getting a shot. Obviously the centre backs, Lindelof and Maguire, Luke Shaw left back. Again, happy he's in the England squad. Let's make sure he goes out on a high and then meets up with the squad. So the 4 in midfield for the diamond is Matic at the base, Pogba on the left, Van der Beek on the right, Bruno at the tip of the diamond, and up front, Greenwood and James.
Yeah, that's basically the team I was trying to put out, but I wanted to go 5 at the back. But yeah, that is the team I'm going to put out.
Yeah, man.
I think that's the best. I think it's good to give Fred and Scott a rest. And that midfield 4 should keep the ball better. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, because Leicester's midfield of Ndidi, Tielemans, and obviously Maddison's out, so they'll probably go for who else would they go for? I don't know, but they got a good team. Tielemans is a player we got to look out for. Ricardo Pereira's out, which is a huge boost for us. Hopefully,
the fullback. That's the fullback.
Yeah, the right back. Yeah,
that's a boost.
However, saying that, do we need the McFred? Because if they play Iniacho and Vardy, it's a bit sticky for our centre backs. I can't lie. The 2 up front against our back 2, the defenders, it could be sticky, man. So I'm
It's
thinking,
very sticky with the pace of Vardy.
and
but
in the
that's-
actual, bruv, because he, like you
Yeah.
said, he's on form. Like he's gonna be. I know he's
Buzzing.
gonna be buzzing about facing Lindelof and Maguire and Vardy as well. So I'm kind of thinking, I don't know, man. McFred today, or one of them start. I don't know, man. What are you lot thinking?
It's,
Any
I don't like.
changes?
I don't like any one of those at the base.
No, I might
think-
even change the whole formation and then.
If we want to change the formation, the fact of the matter is we just have to go with the same team that we played, as Jesse said. I think if we're going to change the formation, we go exactly the same team we started off against AC Milan with the substitution of Pogba and Rashford. That's the only other team we can play. I think that's what we should do. If they're fit and they're not tired, because that's tiring, fam.
Yeah, all this traveling and whatnot.
But let's have the ice baths.
Yeah, the quarterfinals. I think who's it? Man City, Everton. You've got Chelsea, Sheffield. Who else? Southampton, Bournemouth, and
us, obviously.
Oh yeah, and us. So it looks
it's
all
tough.
right.
It's tough.
So let's
There's
assume
some big teams in there.
We go through Chelsea. I'm assuming they'll beat Sheffield, Man City, and then Southampton, Bournemouth. Hopefully we get through. Let's hope we can get either Southampton or Bournemouth. I don't think they've done the draw for that one. But the question is, can we win the FA Cup? Because last year, again, the semi-final, like I said before, we bottled it. I know, Jax, you say the top four was more priority. Yeah. Now, this
is I feel like we've secured top four in the Premier League. So now this becomes a priority. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so now this becomes a priority. So yeah, we have to go. It's just a lot of games coming really fast. Yeah. A lot of games are coming really fast. So you still have to rotate, unfortunately.
Jesse,
Europa's priority as well. So
yeah. Jesse, who you looking who's the danger man for Leicester? Who you kind of shook of? Like we need to obviously don't say the obvious, but who's your dark horse you're thinking, like we need to look out for them.
Tielemans.
Yeah, man, he can pick a pass. Was it the last game we did one through ball to in the actual? I was thinking, nah, man, we could have got him, 40 million, and then we just dulled, bruv. Like,
I'm not fed on that shit now.
Just bored, man. Speaking of the board, I don't know if you guys saw, we've got a new shirt sponsor, Team Viewer. Let me just read. It's a 235 million shirt sponsorship contract in a 5-year deal. It will replace Chevrolet. It is the biggest shirt-only deal in the Premier League. The deal equates to 47 million per season. What do you lot think about the obviously people cost Ed Woodward and that, but when it comes to the business,
that's what he's there for.
They secure the big deals, fam. That's a lot of money.
That's what he's there for. So do your job. I have no feelings.
No, I think it affects but it affects the budget a bit, because that's a lot of money, player.
It's a lot of money, man.
It's a lot of money.
It is what it is. Like I just don't know. I really don't know if we'll manifest to a great thing or not. Team Viewer, I haven't really heard of them.
Well, is anyone buying the kits next summer? Or...
I'll see the kit first. I'll buy it.
I said I'm not buying a kit until we win the league.
Oh, come on.
No.
This season, you have to win a trophy. If I don't see you don't win a trophy this season, I'm not buying the kit.
Don't be one of those supporters.
Nah.
You're meant to support the team.
We're giving the Glazers peace.
That's how you're giving me peace as well. I'm a shareholder.
Nah, man. Until we win, until I see the ambition of the club, I'm not buying another kit.
That's a better phrase to say. To see ambition. Don't say if you don't.
You're gone, Jesse.
Yeah, but that comes into that's part of the point, though. Ambition is, yes, we secured top four, but the ambition is that we need to win a trophy as well, because we was in 4 semi-finals, 5 including this season against Man City. So the boys can't let us down again.
I hear that. you know.
Just keep there. I don't want no I don't want no repeat of last season, man.
My thing is, I always say, you know, it's not just about results. You got to try and analyze things holistically. So, you know, if we go out, I want to see how we go out. I'm not just gonna be like, oh, we bottled it or whatever. I just want to see what happens. You know, did the other team play well? No, because it's like people act as if we just click our hands and we win games. That's not how football works.
Well, Man United, there's no excuses. There's none.
It's football. It's a game. Like anything can happen. So you need to analyze it. Like if we lose a game, it could be down to the other team create a good chance and they scored. It could be down to a mistake. Like it could be down to anything.
It will be down to us. I know it will be down to us.
So you reckon every single game that we play is only down to us?
Yeah, well, when you're the favourites and when you're the bigger team, only way
you're talking about winning the Premier League or winning cups. We're not the best team.
Cups for now. For now.
Yeah. Europa, I would say, is down to us. But FA Cup, that's not down to us. We're not the best team in a cup competition.
That's true, but we've beaten City, Chelsea. It's been both 0-0s. I think we've got a strong hand in this FA Cup this year. But guys, we're gonna wrap it up there, man. Another preview done and dusted. This will be the last game before the international break. During the international break, obviously, I don't know how the lads feel about England and that. But we'll talk about, the Euro squad and who we think should get in and whatnot. We got a special video involving the Premier League as well coming next week. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, man, just gonna wrap up with score predictions. Jesse, gonna come to you first. Leicester away. Is it 5 o'clock kickoff on Sunday? What's the score gonna be, man?
2-0 United.
2-0. Jax, what you say?
2-1.
I'm going for 1-0. Bruv, I was hearing better noise, fam. You know what? I'm gonna mute you lot and then head it home. Guys, thank you for watching, man. We're gonna wrap up there. Like I said, smash the like and subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.